Cows are waiting for me.
Good morning. I've got to be quick here. One cow thought about it. She was standing in the gateway and then turned around and went for grub, thankfully. Just gonna have a quick wander around all these cows, check they're all right. I got the forklift out the gate while they were busy eating grub. Check the crate feeder here. Oh, they've eaten more than I thought. There you go, a lot of people have been asking about Wonky. He is doing wonderfully. You wouldn't know he had issues at birth. Here's a picture of him when he was squint as anything, just a few days after he was born. Right, we'll leave it be and... oh man, it looks awful, doesn't it? Feel for the wee fella. Look at him now, he's put on some size. This is his mother, and this is the reason why the calf was Wonky. Because it was a good sized calf when it came out, and as you can see the mother is tiny. She's by far the smallest cow we've got, and the theory is the calf didn't have enough room in the womb to grow properly, and it was kind of squeezed and squashed and not quite right when it came out. It's squared itself up now and it looks perfect. I made sure and put that small cow to Euro the bull because he's producing slightly smaller calves than the Charlies. But oh, cracking wee calf that. It's a lot of good looking calves actually. I'm fairly happy with all the calves and how they're looking. They're not motoring along there. I almost thought they'd be bigger already, but they're not. It just depends how you're looking at them, and all doing fine. Right, cattle to bed here, and then Dad, Kev and I are gonna go into those old buildings, start taking out bits that we're gonna keep and just kind of emptying the place before it gets flattened. Good morning, Betty. Sit, sit, oi, sit. We can start clearing all this, take all these hurdles out. We've got barriers to chop out on that side. Dad's come along with a grinder, barriers along there as well. Ring feeder can come out, pig gates can come out. We will be needing these hurdles soon because all the cattle in this field need to come out because the calves are needing an injection. Like we did the other day along at yard 1, same again but for all these cattle. Dad's just dropped off a grinder and whatnot, and he's away. He's got a tour with some German farmers, I think. Slaters are here, so they're taking all the slates off the roofs. I didn't realise slates were worth so much, to be honest. I think we're getting 3 and a bit thousand for the slates, and they're taking them down, and I didn't quite appreciate the value of slates. I'd have just dropped them and buried them. It's going to take a wee bit of time to clear out everything we're needing to clear out. Look at that, the roof's all filled with woodworm. Totally shot. Going, gone. This is a right solid sturdy gate, so we're going to keep this. I don't know what we'll use it for, but it's going to be a bit of a task lifting it off. Don't want to bring the forklift in here because there's quite a lot of nails kicking about. Steady. There's quite a few gates like this that we're just scrapping, so if you're interested, get in touch quickly, otherwise they'll be going, gone. They've got hinges on them, they're not rotten, to be honest. We're going to dump them behind the shed, and if we don't scrap them, or if we don't sell them, they'll sit there for 40 years, and then they will be completely shot, so. Next step, we'll get all these diagonal barriers, get them out. Just a case of grinding those bolts off, punching them out. 1, 2, 3, 4 per barrier. That didn't take long at all. There's still these to come down, but we might still have cattle in here yet. If we do, we'll need to sweep all those slates out because there'll be nails in amongst there. The cattle that the grass at this yard are still needing injected, the calves are. We're just figuring out where we're going to do it. Or we just set up loads of hurdles out in the field, but we did that last year and it's a right faff. Look at it, ruining the roost. You wanting out, are you? Number one biscuit of all time. What's your favourite? Put it down below. These, oh, phenomenal. They're back again today. One is anyway. There's the other one. They are certainly past their best, some of these buildings. Oops. I may or may not have just about put my foot through there. An old workbench. Gone. Before we farmed this farm, this shed used to be a tatty store. See, it's insulated. We don't grow potatoes, so then we used it as a fertiliser shed. That's what these pallets on the forks are for, and all the pallets in that trailer basically kept the bags off the floor for moisture. It's all getting flattened, gone. Those pallets are way down to the dump. They'll get torched. Oh, sorry, I've just scalped you in the face. Wee black animal. Big black animal. There's wee Betty. Squaring up to them. Oh, you don't like that. You little rascal. Come on in. She doesn't need much of a gap to get through. Come on, Mutt. Eating dung. We've made a good bit of progress today. Getting on. Just clearing everything out before it gets a digger taken through it, basically. Sieving through the rubbish and not finding any gems. Some decent scores today. 13, I think, is the highest of the day. By Steve T. Well done, Steve T, if you're watching. Anyone who's been out at the Doddy Walk, thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much for donating. We opened on Monday there. Today is Thursday. We've raised about £1,300 so far. This weekend's fully booked out, so we'll get quite a few cash donations. So hopefully by kind of Monday time we'll be over the £2,000 mark. And if you fancy coming out, then you can book tickets down below. The link is down there. All that we ask is you donate to My Name's Doddy Foundation, which there's another link down there to donate to that, or you can do it in cash on the day when you come. Oh, gone. 8th of June, the farm shop, 20 years old, or that's what we've roughly guessed it is. We knew it was the 1st or 2nd week in June. It's 20-year-old now. That's what the big cake was for. Started off like this in 2003. I don't have a picture of it now, but I'll get a picture in the next few days. I'll maybe put the drone up or something, show you the shop a bit more. I don't show it that often. Globeburn Farm Shop if you're interested, just off the A9, just west of Perth. I thought the AdBlue was taking ages because I hadn't clicked the handle up, so it wasn't filling. Harbro mixer wagon's in, making up hen feed for us. It's a big smart machine, that. I think everyone had a good chuckle yesterday at my transfer box. I'll give you another wee look. So it's a case of get this one out. I actually don't know whether you can change the gears out on them, because the other gears look absolutely fine. They won't have coped well the fact there was no oil in there. Probably has damaged them a wee bit. Either that or source another one, a parts one off a machine. I can get everyone saying to buy an Ashcroft reconditioned one. I don't fancy spending 800 quid, so I'll probably spend 150. Or someone's actually offered me a 1.4 ratio, which is the same as this standard Defender one. The 1.1 ratio is a Discovery, or is it 1.2 ratio? The lower ratio is off a Discovery DD5, whereas the 1.4 is off of the Defender. So I need to get a 1.4, and someone in Wales has offered me one. Thank you very much. So I might end up taking up that offer. I just need to drive 5 hours to Wales and back. It's currently sat here doing nothing. I will get to it at some point. Also, I said yesterday about the differentials on these Defenders, and I was talking complete nonsense actually. I learned something new yesterday. Someone commented basically, so instead of me saying it was an open diff there and an open diff at the front that can be locked from the cab with that lever, it's actually got another differential in the middle here at the transfer box. I'm not exactly sure where. So I was chatting nonsense. Defenders are always 4-wheel drive, so it has to have a differential here so that the wheels can turn at different speeds, front and back, for going around corners, etc. Like your left and right wheels with a differential going around corners, it's the same front and back. They need to travel at different speeds, and you can lock that when you get into sticky situations. And you lock the middle diff. The front diffs are just always open. So I learned something new yesterday, and what I said yesterday about differentials, just ignore everything. Probably ignore everything I ever say, to be honest. There's a few people saying I'm an idiot and I've not looked after it. I'm not gonna lie, I hashed this Defender about. Yes, I should have checked the oils. I didn't. I won't do it again. I might do it again. We'll get it fixed. It's just a lump of metal at the end of the day. It might cost a few quid. Hey ho. Still awesome though. You can't beat it. Even if it's broken down, take your Toyota Hilux and shove it where the sun don't shine. Sun don't shine. Sun don't shine. Thank you for watching. What do you think of that? Hoodie, don't tell the boss, with the digger on it. Just a wee sample. Anyone interested? Let me know below, I might order some. I might need to get a water pipe actually spurting out there, or an electricity line, or a phone cable, one that I've hit. We've just toppled over 17,000 subscribers, so thank you very much for subscribing. We're closing in on 20 odd thousand, so if we absolutely nailed it, we could maybe get to 20,000 before the combine hits the ground. It's pretty optimistic. But if you've not already, please subscribe and like this video. Cheers.